Welcome. Today, we're going to take a look at the equation for the slope of a line. So what is the formula for the slope of a line? Let's start by just choosing two random points in our plane. Now let's connect those points. The location of the lower point, let's call that x1, y1. And the location of the upper point, let's call that x2, y2. And the objective is to figure out what is the slope of this line that connects those 2 points. Let's start by looking at the vertical distance between those 2 points. What we're looking for is how many units do I need to go up. So let's figure out that distance. Now let's look at the horizontal distance. We just want to figure out how many units do we need to go to the right to get to the next point. We have enough information to figure out each of those distances. For the vertical distance, we need to figure out the difference of the y values. We can call that y2 minus y1. And to find the horizontal distance, we need to find the distance of the x values. So it'll be the right point minus the left point, which we can call x2 minus x1. Now for the slope, we always use the variable m. And one way to define the slope, it is the vertical distance divided by the horizontal distance. But notice that we have expression for those. For the vertical distance, that's y2 minus y1. And for the horizontal distance, that's x2 minus x1. And this is how we can define the slope of a line. Now, it is also worth notice that we could have defined this the other way around. We could also define this as m equals y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. A common expression that we also have for slope, it is the expression of rise over run. Where rise, it refers to how many units do you need to move vertically, and run, it refers to how many units do you need to move horizontally to go from one point to another. Now, it is worth notice that there are two common types of slopes. We have positive slopes and we have negative slopes. A line with a positive slope is any line that is increasing as you move to the right. Well, why is that? Well, let's choose 2 points in this line. Let's choose this point that we have here, and let's choose this point that we have here. If I want to move from this point to this point along this line, I need to move certain units to the right. And if I'm moving to the right, then that's a positive value. And then if I'm moving up, that's also a positive value. But remember that slope. We can define it as rise over run, which in this case, notice that my rise, it's a positive value. And notice that my run, it's a positive value as well. And a positive divided by positive, it's positive. Now, a line with the negative slope, it's any line that is decreasing as you move to the right. Let's show why that has to be of a negative value. Let's choose 2 points within this line. Well, if I want to move from this point to this point, I need to move certain units to the right, which is a positive value. And I need to go certain units down. But if I'm moving down, I'm decreasing my y values. So that's a negative. So remember how we define slope. We can define it as rise over run, which notice that now my rise, it's a negative value. And my run, it's a positive value. And a negative divided by positive, it's negative. Therefore, we have a negative slope. Hello. If you would like to continue to learn about mathematics, you can check out the videos on the left.